Hello guys, Craig Parker here, Parker's Property Sourcing. Just coming at you today with another video on 5 quick steps on how to spot a good buy-to-let deal. Again, this is something that's going to be continuously spoken about in my videos because it's important. We've got to make sure that we're finding the right deals in the right areas, finding the right properties in the right areas, running our numbers. So I've got 5 quick steps or 5 steps that I usually look at. I'm glancing over properties, and the first one is location and demand. Very, very important. A lot of people do make the mistake to invest in properties in the wrong areas. You got to look at what's going on around the area, what's being built, what the growth has been previously, what the current growth is at the moment. There's so much things to check in terms of location of the property, and then also demand. Demand's very important as well, especially as if you're buying a buy-to-let, boring vanilla buy-to-lets, which I'm an advocate of. Demand is very, very, very important. And what I mean by demand is how, let's say for example, you find a property in an area and you run your numbers, all looks good, and the going rent matches up with your return on investment that you want on a monthly basis. So how you check for demand is you can go on Rightmove or you can go on Zoopla, and similar property, so if it's a 3-bed or a 4-bed or whatever it is, similar property, you search in the area and check how much is for let, and then change that to how many have been let already. So let agreed. So let versus let agreed, and you want let agreed to be larger than how much is on the market to be let. That let agreed number needs to be larger than how much is to be let. So then it indicates to you straight away that there is a demand in that area for the property like yours, whether it's a 3-bed terraced house, for example, or 3-bed semi-detached, in that area that you're about to buy. So you're buying with the confidence of saying, okay, well, I've run my numbers and I know that it's going to let for the price that I've run my numbers on very easily, because there's more let agreed than there is houses available to be let. So that's very, very important. So that's number 1, location and demand. Number 2, return on your investment. Return on your investment is the second thing that I would check when trying to find a good buy-to-let deal. I've explained that in many videos before. I'll just run through it quickly for you now. Return on your investment is the return you get on a monthly basis on the total amount of money that you've put in. So your annual profit after all expenses divided by your money put in, and then times that by 100, and that will give you your return on your investment. So that's number 2, return on investment. Number 3 is the property tenant ready, or does it need a refurb? Another one, something to think about, because if you for example are buying a property in an area that a 3-bed terraced house, just trying to find the best way to explain it, a 3-bed terraced house is up for 125,000 for sale, the one you're looking at. There's others in the area that are selling or being sold for 150,000. But the one that's 125,000 that you're looking at needs a refurb but the refurb costs comes to about 20 grand. Yeah. You have to ask yourself the question, is this a good deal or not? Yeah. And if you can refurb it for 20 grand, and then you know that after the refurb, what it's going to be worth after that would be 150 grand, then it's down to you as an investor to work out whether that makes sense to you or not. Me personally, I'd like more. So I'd like to put 20 grand in, but I want it to be worth 170, 180. But that's just me. You yourself, you have to run your own numbers and work out what works best for you. So is it tenant ready or does it need a refurb? Something really, really good to think about. And that's something that I can go into more details on another video maybe, or if you're interested in to find out what I really mean with that one, chuck us a message, write a comment below. We can chop it up, have a conversation. But in a nutshell, you just got to work out if the property's tenant ready and you run your numbers, good stuff. If it's not tenant ready and it needs a refurb, what's going to be the end value after the refurb? So number 4, which is probably, maybe in some of you guys as investors might be your last thing, but I got a little gem for your last one as always. But number 4 would be, you have to always have an exit strategy in investments, I believe, especially in property investing. So that's where we got to really think about the capital growth, to be honest. So exit strategy is buying in an area that is going to give you positive capital growth. Historically, it's done it in that area. What's happening in and around the area as well. The infrastructure, what's being built around there. Is there a train line that goes from that area to directly into London, so it's easy to commute, so on and so forth. Yeah. But exit strategy. Can you leave or sell that property or refinance that property and get all your money back plus profit at any time? Yeah. So when you're buying a property and you're doing your numbers, and you're making your investment, you have to have that in thought. Do I have an exit strategy? That's really, really important. Exit strategy is so good. You may not ever want to exit. I personally don't think I ever want to sell any of my properties. I just want to hand them down to my kids, but I might want to refinance so I can go and buy more. So I'm buying in areas that are going to give me good capital growth so I can draw money out to then reinvest. So your exit strategy is very, very important as well. And then last but not least, number 5 of my 5 little tips on how to get yourself a good buy to let is formulas, not feelings. Formulas, not feelings. Nice and easy, quick and easy one. And what I mean by formulas, not feelings, is just echoing the first 4 points that I've made in this video. We have to make sure we're running our numbers. We have to make sure we're buying in the right area. It's all about formulas, not feelings. There's so many people that will go on viewings, and I did it at first. I'd go on viewings and I'd like a house or like a flat because of the color of the door or the color of the carpet. That's a feeling. Yeah, that's more of a feeling. We have to buy with formulas, not feelings. Yeah. So just to do a quick rundown: 1, location and demand. 2, return on your investment. 3, is it tenant ready? Does it need a refurb? 4, exit strategy. Can you sell at a profit at any time you want, or can you refinance and get money out at any time you want? And number 5, formulas, not feelings. I've been Craig Parker. Till next time.